Okay, people, so it's time to actually introduce another guest into That Beautiful Life podcast. And we're really happy to introduce a new friend of ours. His name is Franz Alexander, and he lives all the way over in Japan, in Nagano. And he's an English teacher. He's working over there, but I think he can give us a hint and describe a bit what he's doing now and how life is over there in Japan. So very much welcome, Franz. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I'm freezing, but I think you're comparatively worse than I am right now.
Could be. It's cold here in Sweden too. For those of you that don't know, I mean, yes, Sweden, we talked about that before. It's a very northern country. But if we move all the way over, we can also see, being in Nagano, it's quite up north, right? So,
yeah,
could
just
be cold.
about. And I'm lucky because my city's in a valley and everything. Mm-hmm. But up by the peaks, it gets pretty high in altitude.
Wow.
Some people stay at about 1,000 meters up.
Mm-hmm. Talking about altitude, I didn't ask you when we had our pre-talk. Do you like skiing? Do you ski?
So I was born and raised in Florida, the hottest,
not
flattest.
So much snow there, but yeah.
Yeah, it's So I have opportunities to learn here, and I've been offered my friends around oh, we'll teach you and everything, but something about it is just so scary to me.
Yeah, but okay, Florida. Did you surf back then? Because you can surf on the snow. I mean, snowboard. You can try that.
I used to skate around. I was a very suburban kid, so I think I could translate some of those skills, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking too because I was born and raised in the north part of Sweden, so I started to ski when I was quite young, and that's the part that I miss because talking about flat, it's quite pretty flat around here. We have some small mountains around Stockholm area, so yeah, it's possible to ski, but compared to the the hills and mountains that I'm used to, it's nah, it's nothing. It's not so fun. But tell me, bro, I mean, you live, how long, for example, how long have you now been in Nagano?
Right now I've been here about a year, and I need to do some finger counting. 6 months?
Okay, yeah. So that means, I mean, you're in the society now. You feel comfortable, and you also told me that you speak some Japanese. Do you? Right?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a huge mainstay in the community or anything, because I live in a larger city, so not everyone's oh my gosh, a foreigner, he stands out so much. There's a few others in my area. But,
okay.
Sometimes I go around adventuring by myself, and, knowing Japanese helps out quite a bit, because despite being at a larger city, it's 0% globalized.
Yeah.
Which is kind of wild to me. Nagano City hosted the 1998 Winter Olympics.
Yeah, I remember that.
And ever since then, they have... I love Nagano. They have not progressed at all, and most places do not know how to handle a foreigner coming in. So I always tell them it's okay, I got it, I'm doing the work for you. Just give me the menu, we're good. Okay, yeah, I can kind of understand that, how it works. As I told you, I've been in Japan 3 times, although that was in the 90s, so I mean things have changed, but I guess that's one thing that haven't changed too much when you get to certain places, and as you say, they're not super used to foreigners and people from other countries. So yeah, I remember I did a 2 months Japanese course, or actually the whole group that I was touring with did that. That was funny. Ooh. But yeah, but and I've forgotten quite some, but still, you got a few phrases. You could at least, make them smile a bit. So. Yeah, no, it only takes a handful of phrases to get through life and everything. After that, some gestures and stuff, you're gold.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of I'm there now as well, being working with the security out at the airport. When you meet people that don't speak. I speak some German too. So if they don't speak English, German, or English, then we start to use the hands, and sometimes that works pretty well. At least you can point the direction, and hopefully that will help them. So at least. But talking about languages and communication, I mean, you are an English teacher, right? And just give us a brief background. How did you? I mean, a bit about your background, and how did you end up now in Nagano, and how is it to be an English teacher in 2019 in Nagano?
Well, from college, I majored in Asian studies. I took several Japanese courses, though my school didn't have like the best program. So I can attest my motivation to my teachers, but unfortunately, like, it sounds so like cutting and cold, but my classmates dragged me down. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, guys, wherever you are.
Yeah, exactly. If you're listening, guys, don't be too sorry about that. Franz is a great bloke, so no worries.
Exactly. You guys are still great, okay? It's a curriculum matter. But after that, I decided, okay, being Florida, there's no place to go with my major, really. So I took the jump, decided I'll go to Florida. I'll go to Japan, see what place will take me, and Nagano decided to take me. And I'm pretty sure there was a specific reason, since there's a few sister cities from the United States in the whole prefecture of Nagano. So they've got some connection there too, and like I've had some relationship with their like diplomatic PR kind of side, but it's definitely like on the back scenes kind of thing. But teaching English here is a challenge insofar as that like motivation is hard. Like the language is so different. Japanese and English are completely backwards from each other in almost every way. But I feel really lucky because I really love my students. I like my coworkers a lot, and the time that I've been here has allowed me to find how and what I am as a teacher and bring that to the classroom. And so now I'm seeing a lot more students like talking English much more compared to like the graduates from last year who I could only spend like 3 months with them from when I transferred in. They didn't speak any English at all. The guy that they had before, like, I don't know how he may have taught or anything, but all I'm saying is that I feel like I'm making a difference with these kids. Some of them are going on to like international programs. I have a graduate that she went to an international program because she wants to be an animator at Disney. I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah, do that. Absolutely.